Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. So boss Atrocitus is, I think, arguably the hardest boss in Dark Knight Soul Raids. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, but this is how I feel. I don't think he's as unfair or as frustrating as boss Black Lightning that is in on Ice Soul Raids, but I have struggled with him a little bit on the secondary account. On the main account, I just one-shot him with Conflant, Sakuman, and Raven, but on the secondary account, it took a few more fights and I wanted to share them with you because they might help you out a little bit. Things you should keep in mind against him is that he is going to have the Chaos Tagging, which is the main thing that he does, and he's going to also power drain you with specials. And being an Atrocitus character, he's going to have quite annoying specials if you let him pull them off. So yeah, well, that being said, let's get into it. So first up, we're going to have the Conflant Sakuman fight. I did fight him multiple times with Conflant Sakuman before this, and I'm gonna fight him this time too. It's just the most recent fight I found to show you, and we're going to use Nora's Globe on Snow Globe on Conflant Sakuman. The thing about that artifact is that you're going to at best get only one third special out of every single clone, because even if you're in the last minute of the fight where the power generation is going to be the highest, and even if you tag in the clone with full power, there will simply not be enough time to generate enough power for a second third special, because the clone's third specials are going to cost 8 parts of power. So base case scenario, each one of the clones is going to deal 1/3 special. And here I did a little bit of a mistake. I actually don't recommend using the third special with the base Conflant Sakuman at the start, because if you do so, by the time he has enough energy to do super move, you will not have generated yourself enough power for the clones to be able to take care of themselves. And they can die very easily. If you use any specials, you're going to get power drained, so not a great time for the clone. I had some better fights with Conflant Sakuman, but I was just too lazy to dig for them. But this will most likely be your absolute best team over here. And what I recommend here is that you just spam Conflant Sakuman here, and then use your League of Anarchy plus Raven to dispatch of the other two bosses on the left of Harley. I think it's Bane and Entangling Poison Ivy. Entangling Poison Ivy is immune to stun, so will have to use less of Joker, so you use League of Anarchy Raven exclusively there, and then you throw all your other teams against Harley and the ones that do well against here. Because League of Anarchy is not gonna do anything against Harley and is gonna do okay against this dude, but not great. We're going to get into that. So yeah, another clone in there. Managed to get the third special in there. Again, that clone almost died. It's gonna be a dangerous fight for the clones, but unless he's got like 200 mil health, it's going to be definitely worth it to get clones in there. If he's, let's say, above 200 mil health, you can put Dark Metal cards on Conflant Sakuman and send him as a pure damage dealer in there. But yeah, if you can't combo and chop, then this will suck. This fight will suck, because he's not the most predictable character in the game. For example, in a lot of fights, I would back off 2 times, and then he would just do a jump attack and I could immediately re-engage a combo. But at the same time, other times when I would do that, he would randomly throw out specials and kill my characters. If he uses the tornado, you're kind of done for, unless you have a way to heal yourself. And we're going to see a pretty reoccurring theme with the teams that I'm going to show you here. Most of the teams are going to be characters that can handle themselves well enough in this type of situation and can either heal themselves or mitigate a lot of damage. So at this second Conflant Sakuman fight, just try your best to get 2 third specials out of the clones in total, and just do your best afterwards, Conflant Sakuman. Now, Batman Ninja team, this is another team that will have a great time here. There is something that happened. It will not happen in this video, obviously, but if you're extremely unlucky, Catwoman will not have a great time when tagging in, and she might eventually get killed. That happened to me only once out of all the times, and it can be definitely blamed on me. But other than that, you just let your other 2 characters die. Grodd and Robin, we need them in the team, we do need their passives. But if they die, we still keep their passives, and Catwoman will not randomly get tagged in and out. You should open with one of them, because if you start off with Catwoman and you start building combo, you're going to reduce his damage, and if you do reduce his damage, then it's going to take so much longer to kill the other 2 characters. Grodd also killed. We're going to get a super move in here. Why am I not using super move? I waited kind of too much on that. But yeah, trying to push him back to the corner now. We have Dark Metal cards at 3rd level on Batman Catwoman and the level 2 Dark Metal cards on Robin, and Grodd I don't think has any artifact because we don't have 3 Dark Metal cards artifacts currently, but I'll definitely keep the other Dark Metal cards that I'm going to get after finishing this heroic. Hopefully I'll finish it before it goes away. Yeah, super move, tanking that, no problem. So yeah, the Batman team just survives. I mean, who needs to survive? Bro, imagine saying that the Batman team just survives, Robin and Grodd being dead there. What am I to you? But Catwoman is gonna do fine. She's got plenty of healing. She doesn't even really need the healing because you're going to constantly reduce the attack of him with the Grodd passive. If you don't have Grodd, that's fine. You can just heal yourself. It's going to be down if you can combo interrupt or not with this team as well, because if he starts spamming specials, you either get hit by them or you block them and constantly trigger 3rd specials that will get blocked, and after he blocks your 3rd special, he's going to use another ability. It's just gonna be a cycle of annoyance. So I highly suggest you try our best to combo interrupt here. Yeah, after we get him in the corner, it's gonna be straightforward gameplay, just combo interrupt into 3rd special, and you can do the 2nd special from time to time. Also, the Dark Metal cards, if you're like on normal tier, it's gonna be rough, first of all, because you can't really combo interrupt on the normal tier, because they can spam specials without any combo to begin with. But yeah, any artifacts worked on Catwoman. You can use Claw Forest to get him stunned and make yourself have an easier time, a lot of times. But yeah, definitely a solid team. It's gonna be not impossible because it happened to me, but it's gonna be very, very hard to mess this one up and get your Catwoman killed. And I recommend you strictly use this team over here. Don't use this team anywhere else. Just strictly use it over here because it's going to by far give you, let's say, the most value out of being used here. Yeah, that's as far as the Batman Ninja goes. And I wouldn't say they did too bad, not gonna lie. I definitely wouldn't say they did bad. Now the League of Anarchy team. Again, first up, use this team to do a little bit of a cleanup against the other bosses. Not against Harley because she's immune to dot, but against the other 2 bosses, use this team to one-shot them with Raven, preferably, or if you don't have Raven, then just deal damage there, because they will have a far harder time over here than in other places. But if you are done with everything except for Harley, and you can't use them on Harley, obviously, because she is immune to dot, then you can definitely use them here. And I suggest you don't try Raven here. My Raven is gearless, but even with full gears on Raven, I doubt it's gonna go too well. Or maybe, I think I done something with Raven full gears here. You just need to get very lucky and change your Raven to be very tanky. I can't with my gearless Raven because she'll just die. But basically you need to get enough luck to get Raven tagged in 2 successive times to get 5 darkness stacks, and then it doesn't really matter which one of the characters gets tagged in because EPI will also do a ton of damage if you manage to stun him with the 3rd special, because the buff of Harley also applies. So you could try that with Raven, but keep in mind you need to be lucky and your Raven needs to be far more tanky than not having any gears. Here I extended my tagging time by as much as possible because I didn't want to tank the super move with Harley, because she wouldn't have survived it. EPI survives it, no problem. Also, EPI deals a decent amount of damage, so I'm not too mad when she gets tagged in, especially when he's stunned, but we're going to try to have the proper gameplay to deal the damage with Harley because of the 3 fast stack hits. Also, I messed up there. I wanted to do the 3rd special with EPI, but Harley got tagged in and she eventually carried on to doing that. EPI gets tagged in here, and as you can see, while he's stunned, EPI does a decent amount of damage. I think she literally does 10 times the damage that she normally does when the enemy is stunned. Harley in there, special 2. Doing a little bit of a combo there. Another special 2. I think we can get a few hits in there before she gets tagged out. Yeah, in a swipe. EPI back in there, combo interrupt. Again, ideally you want to combo interrupt here, but for this one you don't have to because you want to keep him a lot of the time stunned. Again, you can use Claw Forest on something if you want to, that will also get some stuns in there. Combo interrupt again. Special 2, I mean not really combo interrupt, just extending the combo. Yeah, this went well enough. This went well enough. Definitely had fights that went for hours. Boy, the fight with Raven in there went terribly wrong. Because as far as I remember, Raven got hit by the third special on Taggins. So he hit Raven with the third special. The third special has two parts. The first two parts managed to kill Raven. And then Harley got tagged in for the third part and also got killed. And then EPI got tagged in. I was like, oh no, oh, this is not good. But yeah, that's as far as this sim goes, and it went well enough. Now we're going to do a little bit of a cleanup fight with Collector here. I don't really recommend you spam this team over here. I don't think it's very good, but it's gonna be a serviceable fight for the cleanup pretty much. We have Brainiac in here with no gears, and exactly in this fight, every single fight he would spam special 1 at the start, but in this fight for some reason his AI told himself, no special 1, let's just wait for special 2, and that makes Brainiac very hard to kill because with basic attack hits it's gonna take a long time because he caps the damage he gets on basic attack hits. Redwood for the time extension, and yeah, not a team that does particularly well here, but a team that will do good enough to finish this fight. So yeah, well, that being said, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, disliked it. If you disliked it, good luck against boss Atrocitus, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.